Welcome back. I wanted to put together a quick list of a current top 5 that's available to you right now on Amazon Prime. It's a list of my top 5 flashlights for under $30, and this is coming from the perspective of someone who's like an entry-level flashlight buyer. Maybe they're buying a flashlight for a friend and they're trying to get them into more higher-end flashlights, but that's kind of the perspective where I'm coming from. Also, every flashlight we show here today and a few of the other products will be available via affiliate links in the description below. Even if you don't end up buying one of the flashlights, if you click on that link and buy anything on Amazon within 24 hours of clicking, you'll end up helping out the channel. Thanks in advance. Greatly appreciate it. Here's a quick comparison spec sheet of all of the flashlights that are going to be compared today. And those who are quick may notice that instead of 5, there are actually 6 on the list. We'll get into that in a second. But feel free to pause this spec sheet to take a longer look at it. And now onto the countdown. So number 5, the Olight i3T. This flashlight is the lowest barrier for entry. It is a pretty simple flashlight. The operating is clicks on, clicks off, and if you do it fast enough, it'll switch between high and low. It runs on a AAA battery, and you can run it on a 10440 battery, and the brightness on a lithium-ion 10440, I'll say, is enough. It's definitely not the brightest flashlight we'll feature today, but it's a great way to get into it, the hobby of buying flashlights. It's got a reversible pocket clip, so you can put it on the brim of your cap and wear it as like a headlamp, so it's a great way to bring it into it. It's also the lowest by 4 cents, but it's again definitely not the brightest. Low CRI. I don't even know what emitter in here, Cree something or other probably, but that is an excellent segue into our next flashlight, number 4 on the list, the Acebeam Pocketlit AA, or Pocketlit. I'm still not sure how to pronounce that. This is the entry into enthusiast torches. It's basically the same as the Olight i3T, except now it has a low, medium, and high. It also, instead of running on a AAA, runs on a AA and or 14500 lithium-ion cell, and this is intended to run on that 14500 cell, so none of the electronics will get too upset with you if you're running it. I hear there's a MOSFET switch inside of the i3T that will potentially burn out if you run it on the lithium-ion cell too long. Carrying on though, it again has a high CRI output, and this also comes with a 14500 lithium cell from Acebeam that has a nice little USB-C port on it. So if you don't have a lithium-ion battery charger, this kind of bridges that gap for you. This is kind of why I'm saying this is the entry into that enthusiast flashlight world. Both this and the i3T have some different color variants. The i3T also comes in a few different metal choices as far as like titanium, copper, etc. Good luck finding a copper. But the AA comes, or the Pocketlit AA comes in a couple of different colors. I believe they're all aluminum as far as the body goes. But again, they're easy to replace, and this one's only $19.99 instead of the $19.95 of the i3T. Also, like the i3T, this is not going to be the brightest flashlight we feature today, and not the best flashlight in my opinion either. Now we're moving on to what I spoke to earlier, why there were 6 flashlights instead of 5, and this is number 3, and I'm going to call this one a noisy cricket.
Series 4 deatomizer.
That's what I'm talking about.
Noisy cricket.
This is the Wurkkos TS10, and tied for 3rd place, I'm putting the Sofern SP10 Pro. Both of these flashlights feature the Anduril, and I might be mispronouncing that, 2.0 user interface. So this user interface is nuts. I'll tell you, I've had both of these flashlights for quite a while, and I haven't even begun to dive deep into all the options that are featured within that user interface and user experience. On top of that, the TS10 comes with some auxiliary LEDs, so you could get a secondary color like an orange or a red or something in case you're, reading maps at nighttime or who knows what. These are both very small and powerful flashlights. They both feature a high CRI output. They both come in a few different variants. Actually, I think the Wurkkos TS10 I think it does come in a few variants. I'm not sure off the top of my head, but I do know you can get different variations as far as the auxiliary lights go. Both of these also, similar to the Pocketlit AA, run on either a AA or 14500 lithium-ion cell. The cons of this flashlight are one of its pros too. The user interface is not something that the lighthearted should get involved with. To get rid of and sway any of your worry or doubt, even if you aren't, you could still use it. It's got a simple mode, and there's I think it's a certain number of clicks to reset it to get it back to simple mode. So if you keep those 2 things in mind, you could still buy one of these flashlights. But please know that part of what you're paying for, you're not actually using if you don't start using all the different functionality of the UI. Coming in at 2nd place, Another Wurkkos flashlight, the FC11. I mean, it is physically the biggest flashlight, and it also weighs the most. Very simple UI. Not as simple as the high and low of the i3T, but this one's a side switch that clicks on, and then you could click through the different modes. And there's a feature of a moonlight mode and a strobe mode, along with the ability to lock the flashlight out. This one also features a high CRI output. You can get it in a few different colors. I like the color temperature output that this does have. This, beyond being the biggest flashlight, it's the biggest for a reason. It's running the largest battery cell. So if you're looking for a do-it-all flashlight that's a little bit bigger and you'll notice it in your pocket, the FC11 is what you want to go with. That being said, that is its con, is it is far from the smallest flashlight in the selection. And finally, last but not least, we arrive at my number one choice. And this has been my number one choice for flashlight if you had to pick one to be your final flashlight choice. Granted, it's not the brightest, it's not the biggest, it's not the baddest. It's the Lumentop Tool AA 2.0 featuring the Nichia high CRI LED. This one I just like a lot. It can run on a AA, it could run on a 14500. There's a handful of variants of it. You could get it direct from the manufacturer on their website, and or now you could find it on Amazon, where that used to be hard to do before. I will say it's not the brightest flashlight. It's bright enough to get most jobs done, but if you're trying to, do some late night farming or something, I don't know what, it's not going to help for that. But if you're just out walking the dog or something like that, or you're just trying to, the power goes out and you're trying to navigate your way around the house, this flashlight's going to be more than capable of handling that task. And again, since it runs on AA's, if your 14500 cells run out, you could sacrifice a little bit of lumen output and still be able to navigate and light your way. So again, there's a spread of a handful of flashlights here, depending on what you're looking for and or what the person you're buying it for is looking for. One of these should be able to fit the bill. None of these are going to be able to be the ultimate flashlight in any one of their fields, but they all are great at what they do. And again, all of them coming in at under $30 is probably one of the nicest things. And currently the FC11 is on sale for like just over $20, where it's usually just at $30, $29.99 or even above. So hop on it now. Again, affiliate links in the description below. Please use them. They help the channel. And we're like 20 subscribers shy of 1,000. So thanks again. We're almost there. The birthday of this channel is on the 11th of August. So if somehow we get 20 subscribers in the next couple of days, I'm going to be flabbergasted, but we're almost there. And that 1,000 subscriber giveaway box is filling up. I'll have to do another video of that soon. But thank you again, and carry on.